As a front-end developer, you must know this. Now on my screen, I simply have 4 cards showing side by side. This is the code that replicates this or brings this out, right? So I just have data here and I'm mapping them to my page. Now I'm using Tailwind, right? Tailwind makes responsive design very simple, and that's why I use it. Now I will show you exactly what I mean. Now I have this data. Now it looks like it's clean, right? Fine on the center of the page. But when I inspect this page and when I go to smaller screens, this is what the tab view looks like. It doesn't end there. This is what the mobile view would look like. As you can see, it's not looking so nice. So that's where responsive design comes into play. And now to achieve that, let's just simple things using Tailwind. Now I have my page, right? I can simply just come to my page and say, okay, let me give my entire page a padding of say 4, right? That's the small screen. And I say from MD from the medium screen, MD means medium, should take a padding of say 2. Okay, from medium 4, then small screen 2, right? That's me giving it padding. Then I'll come to the content. This is a grid that shows 4 items on the line, right? Now this grid is 4 items on the line, and I only want it to be 4 items on the line on a large screen. On a smaller screen, I want it to be 2 items. On the smallest screen, I want it to be 1 item. So basically, I can just come here, replicate these grid codes, right, and say, okay, for the small screen, it should be 1, medium, which basically will be the MD here, it should be 2. Then for large, it should be 4. For large, it should be 4. And that is all we have to do for this design. Now, when I go back to my UI, this is what it looks like on medium. It is 2 on a line. When I go to small screen, it is 1 on a line, right? This is just a simple. When I expand it, for instance, and I say, okay, let's see the large screen, it is 4 on the line. This is as simple as it gets. With Tailwind, you just simply do your responsive design and your page is responsive. The second tip has to do with speed. I believe that for everybody that's ever worked on a website, you want your site to load up as fast as possible. As a matter of fact, if you can load up in microseconds, I'm sure you would love it. So that is where tips like image optimization and the rest comes into play. People say lazy loading, image optimization, and the rest. These are good tips, right? But the most important tip is your server response time. So if you're working on a project and your endpoint is returning data as large as, let me say, 500 kilobytes, and it's taking an entire minute to return that, your server response time has to be considered, because it is taking a lot of time to return simple, small data. So that's the first thing. Your server should respond fast. And if your server now responds fast and your site is still slow, then you come to front-end technologies, which now comes to image optimization, lazy loading, and other things. And that is why I would recommend every front-end developer to use Next.js. Next.js comes with all these bundled in, right? Simple router, simple page router, right? And image optimization on the fly, and server-side rendering, plus other things that makes your site run as fast as possible, right? So a simple way to know if your site is fast and the reason why it could be slow is to use this website, PageSpeed Insights, pagespeed.web.dev. That's a site that lets you optimize or manage your site. It just helps you monitor your site and see why it is slow or why it is fast. You understand? So let me check a simple site, for instance. Let me check facebook.com. Let's analyze facebook.com. Okay, so it's analyzing it. So after it analyzes it, it tells you, okay, facebook.com, and this is quite a fast site. So this site just helps you diagnose your site, tells you, okay, this is where your issue could be from. This is where your issue could be from. Optimize this, optimize that, and you are fine, right? And it gives you statistics for mobile and desktop. Now this is facebook.com. SEO is 92, performance is 96, accessibility 84, best practice 82. Then it comes down and gives you details. Now it tells you, okay, it says there's a render blocking request. It tells you, okay, these libraries you're using are blocking the request. So if there's a way you can minimize the use of libraries, fine, to help your site a lot. It goes down and tells you more things. It says legacy JavaScript. It estimates that it will save you 58 KB of data, right? If you do more of this, it will save you speed. It will increase your site speed, I need to say. Then it also says reduce unused JavaScript. So it tells you things, and this is because Facebook is a very good site. That's why it doesn't have maybe image optimization, right? So if you go to other sites, for instance, you could see this image is too large. This image takes too much time to load, right? Those are optimization techniques that this site tells you. And if you use a normal JavaScript framework, like let's say React, right, and you don't consider all of this during your development, by all of this I mean lazy loading, image optimization, when you come here, your site could be as low as 40 in performance, right? And then tells you, okay, these are things you have to do. If you go treat each of them, your performance here increases. And once your performance increases, your site loads up very fast. That's a very simple way to know and to treat site performance, right? So as a front-end developer, your site speed and performance should be critical to you, and you should note it and you should take care of it very well. So that is all I wanted to mention in this video. Responsive design and page speed. As a front-end developer, your site should be as fast as possible and as responsive as possible across multiple devices. Okay, just to add, I am a seasoned front-end developer. I develop responsive websites and I cater for page speed as well and performance, even across search engines like on Google for your page to rank. So if you have any need for any of this, you can reach out to me. I can show you how to go about it if you're a developer. And if you're a business owner, you need your site to perform better, you can reach out to me as well. Thank you for watching. If you gained value from this, please like and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.